Greetings, welcome back to the channel. Just picked up a new Seiko and I picked it up online. I did get it from Amazon, and yes, it arrived in a bag. And you can see from this box we've got some dings and it's less than mint condition. And I've reached out to Amazon to figure out why they keep shipping boxed products in bags. You know, it just doesn't honor the integrity of the packaging and it ends up damaging it. And this one lists for $495, so it's not an inexpensive watch. Got a discount from Amazon, but there is a trade-off. And this is coming from a person who really respects the Amazon business model and enjoys using the service, but I'm getting sick and tired of getting packaging that's beat up and in less than new condition. Enough said. Small rant out of the way. Let's get to the watch. This is a Seiko. It is the Coutura. It is SSC745, MSRP of $495. This is a solar chronograph watch, and I've been interested in getting my hands on a Coutura series watch for the longest time. Let's pop off the lid and take a look. And there it is. First thing I notice is that gorgeous sapphire crystal. At this price point, very pleased to see sapphire on this watch. Very interesting looking shapes and lines on this thing, first impression. As we zoom in, we do notice that watch face has that squared texture to it. It does give you sort of a black and gray quality. As we look at some of the main features of the watch, we mentioned the MSRP. The movement is a quartz movement, stainless steel case with black ion finish. It does feature a cabochon jeweled crown, which we'll look at. Special design silicone strap, case diameter at 45.5 millimeters, solar powered, powered by light with a 6-month reserve. It does feature a chronograph timer with tachymeter, power reserve indicator, as well as 24-hour subdial and date window. We mentioned the sapphire crystal is water resistant up to 100 meters and a 3-year manufacturer warranty in the US. Let's go ahead and finish the unboxing real quick. Not a lot to this. We are on a Seiko branded pillow. So nice touch there. We see our black silicone watch band, and that is sort of contour to the case itself, and we do have a signed stainless steel buckle that matches that black ion finish. Looking at our retail hang tag, Seiko Coutura, and it does feature our model number, barcode, and MSRP. Pulling out the rest of our box contents, we have a little cardboard spacer, and it does look like we have a manual. Wow. Seiko warranty card and a physical manual. I heard that Seiko is starting to get away from providing a actual manual and preferring that you go online to download a PDF. I really appreciate the idea of having a manual, and this is always a well done manual from Seiko. Pretty straightforward and easy to read as usual, and I do appreciate the fact that I got one in this particular unit. And I was feeling fortunate for a reason, because even on this card they're asking us to go online and download the manual, so we lucked out. International warranty card. The first year is a worldwide warranty. The second and third are US only, so keep that in mind as far as warranty support goes. And unboxing now complete. That's everything that was in the box. As we focus in on the watch face, let's just sort of observe all of the many features. This is a busy looking watch, man. From that watch face, the dial itself has that paneling on it, to all the different contours and cuts in this stainless steel case. We mentioned the cabochon jeweled crown, which we'll try to get a better shot of that one in a second as we spin this around. There's some brushed contouring there that ties into that silicone strap. You see drilled through lugs, kind of interesting, goes through the strap and into the watch case. And first impressions are very interesting, I'll say that. Is this a dress watch? Is it a sport watch? Can't really say it's a action adventure watch because of the exposed crystal. There's no recess to that sapphire crystal. We have a fixed bezel and just a lot of interesting things going on with this watch. It does look like the watch was shipped with the crown in the out position, so real responsive on our hour and minute hands. Let's take a quick look at a screen grab from the manual itself, explaining some of the layout of this hand configuration. The needle at the 12 o'clock position is actually not the second hand. It is a stopwatch, fifth of a second hand, as well as tachometer. The small dial on the far left is our small second hand. The middle dial is a power reserve indicator and stopwatch minute hand. The dial on the right is our 24-hour hand. There is a small date window as well that's pretty hard to read, as you can see. Let's go ahead and push in the crown, and hopefully our second hand is now ticking. So we do not have a screw down crown. I've seen some different opinions on whether this came with a screw down crown or not, but this one is not screwing down. But we are now in timekeeping mode because you can see that small second hand dial now activated. Let's pull out the dial to the first click, and that puts us in date set mode. And you can see that small lost little date window there. If we go to the second click, that puts us in timekeeping mode, which is going to set our hour and minute hands accordingly. And let's dial that in. A quick cameo here from my Casio Royale, aka the AE1200WH, just to confirm our time, and looks like we are pretty well dialed in. Let's test out our stopwatch as we hit the top A button. You can see the bottom middle dial went from power reserve mode to our minute counter, and our longer hand stopwatch hand is now sweeping at fifth of a second increments as we zoom in to take a closer peek. And now we have a screen grab of the stopwatch, the A-B button. There's two buttons. The top button is the A, the bottom is the B. A will start and stop. The B during run mode will stop a second event, so you can do split time with this. You can time two events at once. Hit the B again and it releases it. You can stop the split event and then re-release, and that will bring you back to resume on the first event. So pretty flexible and useful stopwatch feature. We mentioned the A button is our start stop. The B will reset the stopwatch. If you hit the B button a second time, it will take it out of stopwatch mode and put it back into timekeeping / power reserve mode to give you that bottom middle dial, letting you know your level of power. So pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and get to the dismounts of this watch. It's about time we got it off the pillow so we can take a closer look at this very unique watch. And what a gorgeous finish. That black ion treatment on that stainless steel case is gorgeous. We got the drilled lugs through the silicone watch band that is custom designed for this configuration, which is just extraordinary. Flipping our watch over, we see that screwed down case back, and very simple design there. We've got some nice interesting tire tread type tracking on the silicone band. Very soft, subtle silicone band. Nice flexible feel to it. But I do notice the case back. It is a stainless steel, beautiful screw down case back that doesn't have a lot of detail to it. Now, that's a little bit of a disappointment for me. It does say the beautiful signature Seiko and a sapphire crystal at the top. We have some other vitals at the bottom there, including the module and, of course, serial number, etc. But a little disappointed with the lack of detail there to our case back. Let's get back to the top side of the watch. And I mentioned that awesome cabochon crown, and that is just gorgeous detail there. And that is, I'll be honest, that's one of the things that really drew me to this watch, was that blue detail on the watch face, how it tied into that crown. It's just a classy touch. But again, the closer I get to this watch, the more I'm trying to wonder what the hell is this watch trying to be. And I don't know, man. There's so many things I like about it, but there's so many things I don't like about it. So I'm just showing it to you, and I welcome your input as to what you think. What I can't get past is that checkered disco ball of a dial, and it's just, that watch face just ain't doing it for me. But there's so many other specs on this thing that appeal to me. Just love the strap. Love a lot of the detail of this thing. I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe it's just this retail hang tag that's bothering me. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Let's grab our Olight Warrior Mini 2. And this is a 1750 lumen flashlight. So love this thing. Let's see if we can light up some LumiBright on this Seiko. Seiko has always had outstanding lume. So let's reduce the lighting in this studio and see. We don't have much, and unfortunately my camera's not even picking it up. It's our hands, the hour and minute hands are LumiBright treated, but there is maybe a dot or two at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 position, but that is about it. Not much lume for us here, I'm afraid. Grab some quick unofficial No Beta Gear specs. Our weight is unofficially at 4.06 ounces. Let's try it one more time. And that is confirmed. This ain't light. Let's grab some grams for our friends overseas, and we're at 115 grams. So there you have it. I mentioned before our official case diameter was 45.5. If we add the crown, I'm right at 48 millimeters. Our thickness is right at 13 millimeters, give or take. So while these are not small numbers, we'll see how this thing rides on the wrist in just a few minutes. But let's do a quick comparison to some other watches. All right, just had a quick wardrobe change and a watch change, and I am wearing a wonderful G-Shock. This is a GWM 5610. And this is a world-class G-Shock. I just reviewed this one and I am loving it. And it's just jumping out of my hands with how happy I am about it. Let's just see how it lines up with our Seiko. Just to give you a little bit of perspective on size and just presentation. Which one do you think is easier to read? I'm leaning towards the G-Shock, but these are totally different watches. I'll definitely say that. And let's line it up against another Seiko. This is the Samurai Pepsi bezel. It's the SRPB 53, a watch I really love. It does feature a awesome silicone band, but from day one, this band was just peeling off. And I will say this about Seiko's warranty. I did call Seiko right away when I got this watch because the watch looked like it was shedding the outer finish to the band, and they advised me that the strap was not covered under their warranty. So that was pretty interesting. I was not thrilled about that, but keep that in mind that Seiko does not warranty their straps, which is what I was told by Seiko USA. So if you know otherwise, please let me know because I'm still mad about that. Looking at the case backs here, the Samurai is superior. Look at the detail. We've got the Seiko wave on the back. A lot more interesting stuff going on with that screw down case back, and this one does need to be cleaned, but there's no denying it. I love the detail of the Samurai over our Coutura. What do you think? And how about one of my favorite watches ever made, the Seiko SKX 007 J1, Japanese made. I do have a wonderful Blue Shark NATO strap. It's a James Bond throwback strap on this awesome watch. And I don't know, man. I think my other watches are sweeping this Coutura, but let's look at the case back. Look at the Seiko Wave on the SKX. It's even better than the Samurai. Wonderful polished pillow case. And it's just a legendary, iconic watch. I wish it had mineral crystal. I wish it had ceramic bezel insert, but it doesn't need it because it's just so awesome. It's so simple and amazing. And it's making this Coutura look really busy for my eye. All right, one more quick one. This is probably the SKX007 of digital watches. This is my Casio ProTrek PRW 3510. What an awesome watch. And fastly becoming one of my essentials in my collection. So check this one out for sure. Just to give you an idea of how it lines up with our Seiko. And arguably even the case back with that beautiful brushed laser etching is even more interesting than the Seiko. So there, I said it. I think I'm slowly talking myself out of this Seiko Coutura. There are several features that I just absolutely love about this watch. One is I have a solar powered watch. I have a very cool crown. I love that cabochon jewel adorned crown, and I love how it ties into the other blue elements of the watch face, the dials, the chapter ring of the watch face. I love that gorgeous sapphire anti-scratch crystal. And you know, there's some cool stuff. It's a solar powered watch. It's powered by light. Don't need to ever change the battery. But there's several things I don't love about the watch, and one of them is that disco ball of a watch face. It's so busy and distracting from the cool elements of the watch. Hard to look at the time. I wish there was more Luma Bright. That's definitely an opportunity for this watch. And last but not least, let's get this on wrist to finalize our opinion. And it is very comfortable. The silicone strap is amazing. It feels so good. And for such a large watch, it really rides well on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. So much better on wrist than it is on the tabletop. So I'll give it that. And it's very interesting. So not sure if I'm going to keep this one or not, but I want your opinion. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this? Hopefully this gave you a good perspective and insight if you're considering this watch or any of the other watches in the Coutura collection from Seiko. Stay tuned for more content. Please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you tuning in. I'll see you next time.